Hi everyone, Glenn here from Fairway Financial. Got a question to ponder today. Does money keep you up at night? And so what I mean by that is I call it the sleep test. And what I mean is that does money keep you up? So are you worried about it at night? Or are you really cool, calm and collective with it and it doesn't worry you? So when we recall the recent events of last year, 2020, we had a large drop in financial markets across the board. It was very sharp, very quick. Were you panicking during that time or did you have everything in order? And it's quite interesting is that what we're finding as financial planners is that when we're looking at this volatility in markets, it seems to be more often, more regularly, because it was not that long ago, I don't believe, what was like, global financial crisis. So these things are happening a lot more often. And when you're in retirement, particularly, you don't get the opportunity to put more money in, so you want to make sure you look after your money you've got in that regard. So tap in and think about, like, what's your relationship with money? How do you feel about it? Do you take much like of an eye on it? Do you watch it regularly? Are you always watching how did the US market go overnight, or have you not really cared or taken much interest, but in the back of your mind you're thinking, oh, I need to review it, I'm getting older now, I need to see where things are at. And so does your current money, if you've got some good savings, is it invested? So is your money making you money, or is it just sitting in an account? I know particularly I was speaking with a client earlier this year. They were really keen to start doing some investments, and I've heard about shares and heard about property and all these great things that I can do. And then when we look at their balance sheet, they've got all this debt. And so credit card debt, which is, as you probably know, you pay a fair bit of interest on credit card debt. So with them, it was more about, well, hey, get your credit card debt paid down, and then start thinking about making money. Because at the end of the day, credit card debt, what's that, about 20% interest? Well, there's a guaranteed 20% return on your money by just putting a couple of bucks off your credit card debt, let alone worrying about the investment side. And the other thing I do find as well is, especially in retirement, is making sure that the money you do invest, it has actually spread across a number of different investments. And why that's important is, it's a boring word, I know, I'm going to say it, diversification, but it's so important to make sure that your money's spread, because what that does is that you have all these different returns on all these different investment classes, like property or international shares, Australian shares, but then it gives you an average of your return. So diversification is so important. So that's one way to help mitigate risk. But definitely reaching out to a professional and getting some good advice, absolutely. They will talk to you about ways to minimize risk and the importance of making sure that your money is invested appropriately. So if you want to reach out and check in and check that you're sleeping okay with your investments, yeah, happy to have a chat in the cuppa.